AskReddit by Forza Kenevaland. Men of Reddit, what is the male equivalent of flowers as a gift? When me and my wife were just starting out, I was talking to her on my way home from work about how I was so tired I was probably gonna skip dinner cause I didn't want to cook and didn't have the money to eat out. I don't know when she did it, but when I got home, 2 minutes later a pizza guy showed up with my favorite pizza. Inside the box said something like, "I know it's not that healthy, but it's better than not eating." No one had ever done something like that for me before. Not just the gift of food, but that it was because she didn't want me to skip a meal either. She cared about my well-being. Edit. Hey all, my wife is super excited this blew up. I'm pretty sure this is my highest rated comment, so thank you all. She's pretty awesome and I'm a lucky guy to have snagged her up. She's just trying to plump you up for harvesting. A good sandwich. I was on my way to visit my girlfriend 3 hours away this weekend, and she called and asked if I wanted a grilled cheese waiting for me when I got there. What an exciting gift that was. Bill Burr has a bit about how he was cleaning out the garage and his wife made him a sandwich on a plate. Cut it diagonally, the only way to cut it, a big pile of chips, and a beer. He never felt more appreciated in his life. My wife buys me flowers sometimes, and I really like it. Yeah, I agree that the male version of flowers is flowers. Pie. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, old school truth. My mother used to say this. Great cook. Terrible surgeon though. I work as a first responder. One day we were sitting on the truck, stuck in traffic, in the downtown area. A woman walked up to my window and handed me a single rose, smiled, and told me to have a nice day. I didn't even know how to respond to that. But I'll be damned if my day didn't get 1000% nicer after that. I'm in my 40s. That was the only time I remember ever being given flowers, and I regularly think about how nice it felt. Most guys don't get random flowers. Guys should get more random flowers. Edit. I just wanted to clarify that I know not all guys want to receive flowers. Just like not all women want to receive flowers. But it shouldn't be against the social norm for men to receive flowers. Got a hand-drawn card from 2 kids last year in my ambulance. Almost cried. If it's from my GF a girl I like it doesn't matter, as long as it's not something I really hate. Once my crush gifted me a not so special piggy bank. It has been my favorite piggy bank for the past 10 years. Once my GF, now ex, gifted me a very regular mug. It's still my favorite mug given we did broke up peacefully though. Edit. Many asking about the favorite piggy bank. I do have a few but all were from like my parents when I was little. They thought it's a good idea to teach me about saving money. It kinda worked. I still have them at my parents' home. Never used again after I grown up because there's real bank. But since I received that piggy bank I started collecting coins. Haven't used it much recent years because of mobile payments and people rarely use cash anymore, but it's still my best piggy bank. If it's from my GF a girl I like it doesn't matter, as long as it's not something I really hate. I, too, play by the Stardew Valley rules of courtship. Hugs? Yep. Even one would be great. Not sure if this sounds pathetic but I haven't been hugged in forever and I really want a long hug from anyone. 10mm socket. Nothing says I love you like a good terminal screwdriver. Deleted. Jesus, Marie. They are minerals. NGL. I never received flowers in my life and I would actually appreciate it added if someone just gave me a bouquet of flowers just because I never received any. My wife bought me flowers this year, after she heard that the only flowers most men ever receive are at their funeral. It was nice. Literally any acknowledgement of the dude's physical being. Not sure if it's just my experience or if it's a general thing, but any acknowledgement of any part of myself will keep me going for a week. I've honestly heard the same from the person I'm looking for a gift for. What's a good gift for a guy? A compliment. Food. Homemade. Agreed. My daughter always makes me brownies for Father's Day. Best present ever. To me it would be a huge portion of pasta carbonara, but I'm Italian. I don't count as a regular person. Screw flowers. Give people pasta. Pasta for everyone. I bought my wife an expensive ring for our 8-year anniversary. She bought me a £18 Switch game. Good trade, I think. Male equivalent to flowers is probably money spent on a hobby. Or permission to spend money on the hobby. My wife has no idea about my hobbies. She's tried a couple of times, but there's a lot that an outsider wouldn't consider. But if she says to me, I found some money in the budget, reckon you can spend $50, I know exactly what I'm getting. Or even better, take him shopping. Tell him you want to get him something for his hobby but you don't understand it enough. So ask him to take you to whichever store is involved. Ask about it, point to another item and ask why his choice is better. He'll start budgeting engagement rings. Flowers. A rock. A stick. Man, anything would do. Never got anything like that. Yeah. A decent hug and something just a little thoughtful, like a good bar of chocolate or a nice mug. My wife and kids always get me funny mugs. I was always getting my mum stuff like chocolates and flowers from the kids, and my dad's equivalent is a box of toffee or a granddad based mug. Come home with wings and beer. There's a reason the old saying is a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If my girl came home with wings and beer, and I don't have to cook, or feel guilty for choosing to eat out, I'll be in pure bliss. Damn, sounds good. Flowers. I'm in my 30s and never received flowers. I would like to. My favorite are roses. Edit. Thank you so much for the lovely comments and for the awards. Okay. Hope you do receive flowers from someone soon. A 6-pack, but I'd also take flowers. D. And X200B. Man. If I invited a woman I liked over for dinner and she brought me flowers, I'd probably smile like an idiot, lol. My GF has bought me flowers a few times, and I always feel really special when she does. I guess flowers are the male equivalent of flowers? What about a bonsai? Something we could work on and relax to. Shit, I want a bonsai now. That's adorable actually, but I think he'd kill it by negligence or something. Lego. FRFR. The Lego flowers. https://www.lego.com/en-us/flower-bouquet-10280 ? A genuine compliment. My fiancée gave me a brochette of jerky, chocolate, and meat sticks. Best Valentine's gift ever. Is brochette an unofficial term or have you just made it up? Either way, I need to start using it. D. Food you made yourself for us specifically. Some people see a woman cooking for a man as some sort of subservient thing, and while there may be some cavemen still out there who see it as such, the vast majority of the male population, if I may say so, does not see it as such. The food doesn't even have to be amazing. Just the fact that you took the time to make us happy and make it all about us is like a dream come true. It makes us feel special, wanted, and even needed. The entire reason men tend to have this obsession with being useful is because we crave feeling needed and being relied upon. And when you reward us with something that comes from you that you did yourself, it tells us that we are needed and we are important and we are valued in your eyes. It's not even the food, it's the fact that you cooked for us. Real good men do not take this for granted. Men are simple beings, and I mean that in the way of being uncomplicated. The equivalent of a woman not feeling appreciated is the same feeling of a man not feeling needed or necessary to the nucleus. Unsolicited physical affection. Nothing beats it. Flowers. Real talk, give men more flowers. As an ex-florist, I can count on maybe one hand the number of times I delivered flowers to a guy that weren't condolences or funeral flowers. And each and every one of them lit up like you wouldn't believe. Totally. I gave my ex flowers once and he was blushing and couldn't stop smiling. He was so happy. Definitely going to continue giving men flowers. WD-40. IDK. I'd just like a hug, but that's also cause I have a hard time accepting gifts. Surprise pizza. If my wife walked in with a pizza and a bottle of wine, I'd cancel all of my plans for the evening.